The New Mexico school superintendent who was under fire for how he handled a sexual misconduct investigation into a teacher is now in the clear. On special assignment, News 13's Lizay Mitri shows you why the education secretary will let that superintendent keep his license.
Welcome to the Aztec
Superintendent Kirk Carpenter's nearly 30-year career as an educator was on the line after disturbing allegations surfaced against one of his former Aztec high school teachers, 32-year-old James Coulter.
Yeah, I crossed the line. I'm well aware of that.
The state's public education department launched an investigation into Carpenter's license for not reporting Coulter's misconduct sooner. The district knew about allegations of Coulter being inappropriate with a female student in 2015, but didn't report any misconduct to the state until last year after new allegations came to light.
I honestly do not feel I am a threat to students. I take care of them. I make sure they're taken care of in the best possible way.
That's what the former math and ethics teacher told an investigator with the state's education department in June 2018. He's since been charged with 2 counts of raping a teen student back in 2015.
The state education department investigation also found Coulter falsified grades for a female student in his ethics class, giving her credit for assignments she didn't do.
I did it to help her out so she could have her job and so she could also have 4 classes so she could cheer.
The investigator also questioned Coulter about a 3rd female student since late-night flirtatious texts from 2017 with the student were discovered.
I understand the messages happened during the time when she was a student, so.
Some of the messages were...
I know. I don't want to go through them again.
Coulter said they were just friends and that he didn't have sex with the girl.
Maybe some hand-holding, but it got to the point where we're like, we need to stop.
The most was hand-holding?
Yeah.
Kissing?
Maybe kissing, yeah.
He's not charged criminally in that case. Later in the interview, Coulter suggested the students were the ones pursuing him.
Yeah, I'm a younger guy, and apparently I'm good looking. I don't think so, but apparently people think I am. I'm charming, I know that much.
Records show Coulter resigned in May last year, then lost his license to teach in the state and is now in jail awaiting trial for the 2015 allegations. Back then, the school did look into whether Coulter had sex with a student, but unlike now, the student denied it at the time. So administrators decided it was unsubstantiated and just warned him about having inappropriate conversations with students. The superintendent argued he reported misconduct when the district finally had evidence of it last year. And it seems new Education Secretary Dr. Karen Trujillo believes he did enough. The Education Department tells News 13 the secretary decided to let Carpenter keep his license. On special assignment, Lizay Mitri, KRQE News 13.
The Education Department says it wants to come up with clearer guidelines on which accusations administrators need to report to the state and when. Carpenter says he hopes to help and be part of the solution.